Through his distinguished career, Dr. John Robert Evans was a pioneer in the fields of public health, innovation, and higher education. A Rhodes Scholar, he served as the founding dean of the Faculty of Medicine at McMaster University and as president of the University of Toronto.
He's really a Renaissance man, I think, in the true sense of the word, cutting across boundaries and able to provide and make a contribution in so many fields.
Dr. Evans spent his life seeking to expand Canadians' horizons, starting the Mars Discovery District in Toronto, a not-for-profit corporation that facilitates the commercialization of academic sciences. On the international stage, Dr. Evans was the founding director of the Population, Health, and Nutrition Department of the World Bank in Washington, D.C.
John cares deeply about the next generation of leaders. And this is exactly what we are doing here today, honoring the next generation of leaders by providing them the tools they need to conduct world-class research.
He was made a Companion of the Order of Canada, a member of the Order of Ontario, and a Fellow of the Royal Society of Canada. Dr. John Robert Evans was inducted into the Canadian Business Hall of Fame in 2005. From humble beginnings, Joseph Rotman flourished as a nationally recognized oil trader, investor, and merchant banker, becoming an officer of the Order of Canada in 1995. He was leader in reforming Canadian health research policies and served as chair of the Ontario Brain Institute, making enormous contributions to the field of neuroscience across the country.
When I turned 60, I faced the decision of how to use my resources. I decided to step aside from business and commit to public service.
He established the Rotman Canada Research Chair in Philosophy of Science, and after donating over $15 million to the University of Toronto, its internationally acclaimed business school now bears his name. A true Renaissance man, Rotman combined his wide-ranging business talents with a boundless passion for the arts, serving 2 terms as chair of the Canada Council for the Arts. Joseph Rotman was inducted into the Canadian Business Hall of Fame in 2009. Nova Scotia-born Purdy Crawford's illustrious career began in Toronto in 1956. A brilliant Bay Street lawyer, Crawford would soon find himself at the head of some of Canada's largest corporations. After spearheading the growth of companies like Canada Trust and Shoppers Drug Mart, he led the groundbreaking Crawford Commission, which in 2007 negotiated the largest and most complex bankruptcy in Canadian history.
He's the most influential lawyer on Bay Street. People flock to him for his governance thoughts, his mentoring, his philanthropy.
A passionate community leader, Crawford pioneered the early education initiative 123 Go, as well as the Purdy Crawford Chair in Aboriginal Business Studies at Cape Breton University.
The fact that Purdy has been a mentor before it was fashionable, before it became a buzzword. Purdy practiced the soft skills, the lessons learned on that dusty road in Five Islands.
For his enormous contributions to Nova Scotia's native communities, Crawford was made an honorary chieftain of the Membertou First Nation. He was made Companion of the Order of Canada in 2007. He was an enormous supporter and ambassador of junior achievement, founding the JA Foundation and graciously serving on its board for more than 10 years. Purdy Crawford was inducted into the Canadian Business Hall of Fame in 2000.